This is Kim Potter, BCBA, LBA, and self-titled Empress of Awesome. What I want to talk to you today about is the new field of telehealth. Now, we all know telehealth has been around for a while. Many of us have used it when we're getting a doctor's appointment. A lot of us are newer to it as a practitioner. So, this is based on my experience. Others may vary. I think it's pretty applicable to anyone in behavioral health, though. So, if you've never used a platform before, you have to make sure, obviously, that it's HIPAA compliant. There are a couple different ones you can use. There's VC, VSEE, Zoom, if it's the Zoom Medical, Zoom Business Medical. Normal Zoom isn't. I particularly like Doxy.me, DOXY.me, as it's free for single practitioners. The BAA, Business Associate Agreement, aka the thing that makes it HIPAA compliant, is right in the sign up. There is also, if you have G Suite through your company and they have a BAA on file, Google Meet is then also HIPAA compliant. In regards to how to run a session, think of this as how you would run a typical session. So, first thing, make sure that you identify yourself, your role, credentials if necessary or appropriate. Make sure that you have the right client. Nothing could be worse than giving the wrong information to the wrong person. Not only is that unprofessional, that's a HIPAA breach. Next, make sure that you're prepared. If you had notes or documents that they needed to fill out and you needed to grade, or assessments, make sure you have those in advance if at all possible. You can sometimes exchange documents during, but most of us are new to this, and it's going to be a little easier if you're not messing with too many things on the line at once. That they may see a couple differences, but not many. Make sure they have no questions. And a lot of it also refers to basic logistic stuff. That make sure that your background is either a blank background or something that would be seen in your office. We love your children. We don't want to see them running pantsless across the back. I've seen it. Make sure that anytime you're in front of that screen that you're being appropriate. You never know if they dialed in early. You also want to make sure that you're alone during the session. Make sure that you're displaying that they are being respected and that you are someone who is commanding that respect as well. So no dogs coming in and out, no kids running in and out. And I know this is hard right now. And this is when you might even think about a virtual babysitter or Netflix, just so you can give this service to your clients who need it. Also, make sure that other people can't hear you to, again, maintain HIPAA compliance. Lastly, you may have to get creative with some things. If you're thinking about ABA in general, one thing to think about would be that your RBTs or your direct line staff may not be there. So parts of this may include trying to observe a parent running a program that they maybe didn't before. It could also consider different ways to work with parents and skills. You may even have them film bits of their child or adult or whoever the client is. It's a wonderful way to observe them without quite the Hawthorne effect. That's what I got from. Thank you so much for listening. Keep being awesome, and I'll be too. Our friends at KV Adaptive have extended a wonderful offer in light of the pandemic. For the next 60 days, their preference assessment app, MyPref, is free on the Apple Store. Take a look. It's really handy. It completes a full report after you do a motorized or automated preference assessment. Thanks. Keep being awesome, and I'll be too.